everybody, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome to those of you who are new. Today I'm going to make for you, it's called brown butter pecan pie bars. I have made these before and they are absolutely delicious. They're very similar to a pecan pie, but they are in a bar form. They're not like pecan pie, but the taste is very similar. They really were quite a hit when I made them before, and so I'm going to make them and share this recipe with you, and I hope that you will give it a try and enjoy them as much as we have. I want to show you the list of ingredients that goes in these, and so let's get started. You will be needing unsalted butter, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, salt, all-purpose flour, light or dark brown sugar, pure maple syrup, heavy whipping cream, egg, and pecans. Okay, the first thing that I have to do is brown some butter that will go into the crust. I am cutting my recipe in half. I'm only going to make a half a recipe because these yield out quite a few. It's 18 to 24 squares and I just don't need that much. So I'll be sharing it with a couple of friends tomorrow and my son. So I'm going to cut it in half and just do half of a recipe. But I will post this recipe below in the description box so that if you want to make it, it'll be the full recipe. So let me get started. It's best to use a light colored pot or skillet to brown your butter so that you can monitor as it's cooking to know that it's getting brown. So I have my butter is softened to room temperature. I've got my oven preheating. I'm preheating it to 350 degrees. You want to melt this over medium heat, stirring it occasionally. Once it has melted, the butter will begin to foam. Then you have to keep stirring it occasionally. After about 5 to 8 minutes, the butter will begin to brown, and you'll notice lightly brown specks beginning to form at the bottom of the pan, and it will also have a nutty aroma. Okay, you can see that it's starting to brown on the bottom. You see that? I'll take it off of the heat and let it cool for about 5 minutes. You can see the specks in it. And that's the way you want your butter to look. Okay, we've put the browned butter and granulated sugar together along with the salt. And now I'm going to add my vanilla extract. I'm going to mix all of that together. And now I'll take my flour and mix it in until it's evenly combined. Okay, I have prepared an 8x8 baking dish. And so I've lined it with parchment paper and I'm going to press this mixture into this pan. Okay, we're going to put this in the oven and let it bake for about 15 minutes in the 350 degree oven. Okay, while the crust is in the oven baking, I'm going to go ahead and start with my filling and get that cooked. And when I take my crust out, then I'll put that on it, put it back in the oven and bake it. So let's get the topping cooked. I'm going to use half a stick of this butter. And I'm going to just use the same pot that I browned my butter in, my brown sugar, maple syrup, and heavy whipping cream. I'm going to beat an egg. I'm going to whisk it and beat it up. And I'm going to whisk my butter and my sugar and my heavy whipping cream all together until this is all melted, the sugar's melted. Okay, once this starts boiling, I want it to boil for 3 minutes. Okay, it's been boiling for 3 minutes now. So I'm going to pour a little bit in this cup And I'm very slowly going to drizzle this into my eggs. This will temper the eggs so that they will not cook like a scrambled egg. Okay, and now we will pour this back in to the pot. You want to keep stirring. Okay, the crust has cooked the amount of time that it needed to cook. And so now I'm going to add the pecans into the filling. And I'm going to stir that all around. Coat those really good with the filling. And now I'm going to place these on top of the crust. And it will go back in the oven. Okay. All right, now this goes back in the oven. It will bake for 30 to 35 minutes, and when it gets done baking, I will bring it out and show it to you then. Okay, the brown butter pecan pie bars are done. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. And for just a little extra added flavor, I'm gonna add just a little bit of sea salt on top of this. Just to give a little salt with the sweet. Okay. As soon as that cools down some where I can cut it, I will cut it and do a taste test for you. Okay, this is cooled enough that I'm going to transfer it to a wire rack, cooling rack. Okay, I think that this has cooled enough that I can transfer it. Ooh, I don't know. To my plate. I think I'll put this on my cutting board and cut it. This is still just a little bit warm. I think maybe I should have waited a little bit longer. It's really breaking apart on me here. Okay, I'll do a taste test for you, even though this is falling all apart. Here's to you. That is so good. That is delicious. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. It's really good. Maybe I should have done the whole recipe instead of a half. But anyway, it's really good. And if you like pecan pie, you would love these pecan bars. Give it a try. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button. Leave me a comment and I'll reply back to you. Give me a thumbs up and click on the notification bell. Until the next time, this is Beba saying may the Lord bless and keep you and your family safe. And I hope to see you really soon, like in the next video. You take care and I'll see you then. Bye.